What's going on, folks? Welcome back to the channel. Week 79 of Reselling Online, and this week's actually been a solid win. It's been a pretty good week, actually better than average, but we all know that each week is not always going to be that case, and you can see it for yourself. You can see I started from nothing and I've built up. I've had some pretty big weeks, some really low weeks, but if anything, I've been consistent along the way, and that is the key here. Anyway, my name's Chris Furlong. If you are new here, I've been reselling for 79 weeks now, and I'm here to just share the ups, the downs, and the progress of building my reselling business. And it's been a lot of fun. There's been a lot of challenges and things that keep you kind of up at night, but at the end of the day, I love it, and that's why I'm here to share it. Something that I really want to call out for this week is that this FY23, which has just kicked off over the last couple of weeks here in Australia, I'm trying to be as intentional as possible in growing my business and actually hitting the goals and targets that I have. If you haven't seen those details or that video, essentially there's 4 focus areas that I have for this year, and that is time management, cash flow, business, scale, and numbers. In particular today, what I want to take you through and help you get a bit more insight on of what I'm doing and how I'm doing it and things that are working and things that aren't, or I guess really what I've been focused on for this week is time management, trying to grow by 5%, and also cash flow. But first, we're going to go through the top 4 items that have sold this week. I'll also share with you an item that was pretty cool to sell. And of course, how has the week actually gone? I want to take you through all those details, but a quick little spoiler, I've actually sold a lot of books. Books have been flying out the door this week, and that's because I'm running a 20% off book sale, simply to just help move out some of the old stock, and I'll talk about that shortly. So top item number 1 for this week was the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Season 1 to 3. I picked these up for $18.84 from retail and sold them for $90, and after fees and postage, I've come out with $46.41. I've done these a few times. I regret not buying even more of these now, but hey, it's you live and you learn. Top item 2 was this Zelda Breath of the Wild Collector's Edition strategy guidebook, and I paid $9.17 for this one, and I've sold it overseas for $153.45 in total cost, and that includes shipping, and I've profited $36.10 after paying for shipping and after paying for fees. Top item number 3 was this basically singlet, t-shirt, jersey kind of thing. I picked this up for $2.67. Actually, there's a couple of these, and I've sold the other one as well. But this one sold for a total of $66.90. It's gone all the way over to Canada. I've profited $34.52 after fees and postage. And top item number 4 for this week was this Lord of the Rings book. This one actually kind of moved pretty quick. I picked it up for $2.67. I've sold it for a total of $74.82. That includes postage. It's also going over to, I think it's going to the US or Canada. I should be it out today actually. And I've profited $33.06 after fees and postage. So pretty good. Quick little call out, be on the lookout for Lord of the Rings at the moment, because they're about to release the new Lord of the Rings TV series on Amazon Prime. It's a good chance that people are going to want to be reading Lord of the Rings if they haven't already got the context. And a cool item for this week, this one actually is really cool. This was a Topps Zelda, little playing card. It was a scratchy card back from the late 90s or early 90s, and I've purchased this for $1.26. It sat around for a long time. It was just a cool item to pick up. Didn't make bank from it. Sold it for $15. Sent it untracked. It's gone to a grading company. Actually, they've purchased it. Looks like they're probably going to grade it, but still pretty cool. Just a fun item to be able to pick up and sell. So how did we actually go for the week? Well, over the last few weeks, I've just been finalizing all my details of how I'm going to be tracking against FY23 compared to FY22. And my baseline for an average week in terms of sales and progress and all that jazz was this. Essentially, on average, each week I was doing 46 sales, $837 in profit, $1,344 in revenue, with an ASP of around $28.86. So this gives me a baseline. This gives me something to track to. And how have I gone for week 79? I've actually got week 78 and 79 here, or week 1 and 2 of FY23. And you can see how I've been progressing. This week, it's been pretty good. From a status perspective, I'm still trending in the right direction. I'm not actually over where I want to be yet, but I almost had a perfect green week this week. And that's from doing a few different things, but let's dive into the details. We had a total of 56 sales, which was above average, $29.35 ASP, margin was 46.5%, cost of goods was $159, revenue being $1,643, and profit being $764. So average cycle time for this week was actually 99 days. And as you can see, category-wise, books have been flying out the door. We've had some Lego DVDs and a few other things as well. Now, the key reason why books are out and I've probably had a bit more in revenue generation is I'm doing a 20% off book sale, meaning I'm trying to move some of that older stock. And that's why 99 days has been some of those items that have been moving, things that have been sitting for a lot longer, things that I've relisted in the last 90 days as well. And it's good to be able to move some of these things, and I've been taking them a lot cheaper, which is why my margin is a lot lower. But if we have a look at this week in general, overall the progress, or the average percentage that I'm up by, is about 9.28%. I didn't have a perfect week, but everything's trending in the right direction for this week alone. The key will be, now can I do it for next week? So in terms of the areas that I'm trying to grow and, really increase for this year, the first one being time management. Now, time management is a big thing, because when we start to realize how much time we're spending in, and then the actual, money we're putting back into our pocket, we start to see, is it worth it? Was it worth it? Or how can we be doing it different? Now, this week within the business, I've spent 20.35 hours doing things. That's whether it's sourcing, whether it's listing, whether it's photo taking, whether it's packaging, all that jazz. That's how much time I spent. And I've been tracking, and you can have a look. This week, I've spent the most into the business over the last couple of weeks. So when I actually play that back in terms of revenue for this week, so when we play this back from a revenue and profit perspective, I've actually come out with around $80 per hour. That's how much I'm earning from a revenue perspective. From a profit perspective, I'm doing about $37.50 per hour, which is still pretty good. Not where I want to be, but this is really interesting. And that's why I'm tracking this, and I'll continuously share you an update on this to show you how I'm progressing, how things are working, and how things maybe aren't working. The next key area that I wanted to focus on for this week, and that I've been just looking at and investigating further, is cash flow. Now, if you haven't seen my latest video about cash flow, go check it out, because that probably gives you a lot more context of my thinking around this. So I have been running a 20% off book sale for this week, as I said, to try and move some of the stock. There is stuff that I'm trying to get out of, like dead stock, books that maybe don't sell as much, and actually just revisit my stock inventory in terms of sell-through rate. At the same time, I'm also trying to focus more on the flow of income, meaning the flow of actual money coming into the bank, rather than the push for profit. And the reason for this is because I use the profit first system. Regardless of however much money comes into my bank per week, I'm taking 42% and putting that into my owner's pay. So for instance, if I earn $1,000 this week, I'll have $420 into my actual owner's pay bank. Opposed to if I did $1,000 and only profited $500, I wouldn't take the $500 into my pocket. And that's the power of cash flow, because I'm leveraging in a different way. I'm not using it to just buy stuff for myself. I'm using it to help grow the business the right way and the safe way. As I said, I did do a video on cash flow saying every dollar you spend, you make $7 more. And it's pretty interesting to see the potential and power that you can do with this. Go have a listen, go have a watch, and see if that will give you some inspiration. So in terms of lessons this week, it's simple. I need to combine the powers of time and cash flow. I mean, the end goal is to essentially leverage the cash flow to enable me to have, I guess, someone else doing these things for me, so I don't have to spend the time. The other thing that I think is a big consideration for this week is items are only worth what people are willing to sell. It's been interesting. I've been putting things on a 20% off sale, so books down from $20 to lower, but I'm still getting offers of $10. And it's because either they're thinking I'm really wanting to sell the item, or that I really want money, or they just don't have the money to buy the item that they want. It's interesting, but then again, things that I have dropped to 20% discount on, they've sold instantly as well. So it's interesting to see the difference between the two. Now, the other one that has been just a hot topic for this week is marketing and CAC, which is customer acquisition cost. And look, this one's more of a question and something to leave you with is, what are you willing to pay in order to get a sale? Meaning, are you willing to promote your sales in order to get more people looking at them to then potentially purchase them? It might be 2%, it might be 9%, it might be 5%. What is that amount? The other thing you could look at is, are you willing to take a discount to get a sale? Meaning you might take a hit of $2 because it's 10% of a $20 item to then sell the item for $18. So you got to think about this. This all helps you grow, build cash flow, and scale the business. But sometimes we look at business and profit when that's not really going to be the key indicator of the best part of the business. You can profit, but if you've got no cash, you can't do anything. So something to consider. So I'm keen to grow this year, like always, and I'm keen to see what I can do. I think the big thing that actually stops us from being able to achieve any of these goals is action. I can talk about all these things, but if I'm not doing any work, nothing's gonna happen. So keep it real, keep it honest, and that's a challenge for you. What are you doing this week to help you get a little bit further? You don't have to be doing 100% better. You just gotta be doing 1%, 5%. What can you do this week? Let's get it, let's see what we can do. And if you've stuck around this long, I've got some show and tell for you. Otherwise, you have a wonderful day. Cheers. All right, team, it is Monday morning and a few things just to pack up and get out. I think I got 1 or 2 more DVDs I've got to get, but I'll just get this done now. So these are the SpongeBob magazines going out.
They've gone for about 41 bucks. This guy's just a cheapie, 9 bucks. That went for 17, I think, post him. 9 bucks or something. 9 bucks or something. I think I went for 15. This guy's gone for 55. Got a Harley Davidson going over the way to the US. It's a ladies. That's gone for 54, I think. This guy's just gone out for 25. A couple of Nancy Drew going out for 20, I think it was. This guy's gone for 35. This little guy's gone for, I think he was 15 around there. They've gone for 65. This watch has gone for 25 or 30, something there. Yeah, just some bread and butter stuff, some fun stuff. I do sell quite a few watches here and there. Garfield has been on fire of recent. The Lego obviously is on fire as well, so pretty happy with this. Let's pack it up. All right, team, it is Wednesday, and just packing up what's going out. We've got a DVD, we've got a DVD, we got a DVD, we got a DVD, we got a DVD. All of these varying between $8 and $15. This guy's gone for 40. This guy's gone for 28. This is a bundle. This guy's gone for 10. He's gone for, I think it was 65 plus $84 postage to Kazakhstan, I think it is. This guy goes for 49, and he's gone for 35, I think it was. So let's pack it up, yeah. All right, team, just packing up some mail for Friday. A couple more things I still got to get out, but here's the bulk of it. We've got this Zelda, what is it? Is a, I don't know, one of the old scratchy cards. It's gone for 15, couple of CDs, 15 each. This guy's gone for 30. These guys have gone for 94. This one's gone for 20, I think it was. It's gone for 15. He's gone for 35. Some Spider-Man for, they've gone for 20 bucks. This guy's gone for 54. And got a couple other books and DVDs to grab out. But yeah, this is the bulk of it. Not too bad. I'm actually running a 20% book sale at the 20% off book sale at the moment. So hopefully we'll see some more books come through. Let's pack it up. All right, team, so I got a whole bunch of babysitter books. I had my 20% voucher, so that's why I got them. It just made sense. Tuck all these in here, safe and sound. Got lots of other books as well, some other goodies. All right.
There you go. That's the show and tell. As I said, really do appreciate being here. If you've got any questions, let me know down below. Cheers.